baby, how you doing? You know, I'ma cut right to the chase, Some women were made, but me, myself, I like to think that I was created for a special purpose. Now, what's more special?
Hi YouTube! This is your fellow diva Liz from the Born to Flaunt channel. This is my first video on YouTube, so I am so excited. For my first, and I'm fighting a cold because I'm in the Midwest and the temperature just dropped dramatically, so my allergies, I'm congested, so excuse me for sniffling through this video. So for my first video, since this is kind of my introduction to you guys and YouTube, I thought a great topic to talk about would be a topic that comes up all the time for me when I go places, when I meet people, and that topic is my hair. It is September of 2011, and I cut my hair in December of last year, so December of 2010, which seems crazy to say because there are days when I look in the mirror and I feel like I just cut it off. So it feels weird to realize that it's almost been a year that my hair has been like this. I was someone who always loved long curly hair. I thought that was so sexy, so feminine. So that was a look that I always went for. I loved micro braids. But along the way, my sophomore year of college, I decided to cut my hair short because I have chubby cheeks, and I thought, well, maybe if I had shorter hair, then that would accentuate my face better. So I cut my hair into a shorter bob, and I loved it. So years passed, grew my hair back out. I had this love affair of going from long, wigs, half wigs were my thing, okay? So half wigs to weaves to braids to my natural hair. Sometimes I would go from long to short, back and forth, back and forth. And really what I think the gist of it was is how confident would I be with this hairstyle? Would I still think I was beautiful? I think that's really what tormented me over time. And for some reason last year, I was really going through a stage. I don't know, I'm 27. Okay, I'm putting myself on blast here. I'm 27 years old, and I don't know what it is about 30 approaching and kind of being over the age of 25 that it's this transition stage for me. So for whatever reason, last year I was just really feeling like walking in action for a lot of things I was considering. So for inspiration, I have to shout this out. There were two videos that I was like, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. So the first one, okay, I'm going off memory, so let me remember this. Flois's, her video with Musiq Soulchild.
How could they understand?
I can't think of what it's called. I'll try to attach it below, but if you can YouTube it or Google it, Flois's from the group Floetry. Floetry broke up. Marsha Ambrosia's album is off the chain. It's amazing. And Flois's had a single that she dropped featuring Musiq Soulchild. And I saw this video and I was just like, her aura was just phenomenal. I was kind of like, really digging that look. I'm not going to do it. So then the second video, Timothy Bloom featuring, but I watched the video and she's gorgeous in the video and she's, rocking the cut. And then I looked at some other videos because the actual official video is really hot and I like that. But I watched a couple live performances and just seeing her mannerisms, her sensuality, how she carried herself, the whole, put it together look, I was like, that's hot. And that's me. It's kind of like when, I love this saying, when you're in a crowded room and someone calls your name, you always hear it. So that's how I felt. I felt like I was in a crowded room and I heard someone say my name. And by the time I decided to do it, it wasn't so much that I thought I would be so gorgeous when I did it. As much as I just felt like it's me, I have to react to that. Like our appearance is a lot of times a direct reflection of who we are as individuals. Not in every case, but a lot of times people who have the freedom to control their appearance, it's a direct reflection of who they are. And so I felt like I was tired of the wigs and the weaves. I was tired of, first of all, I moved from Chicago to some town I'm not even going to mention because it's whatever. It's a small town in Wisconsin before I moved to where I am now. And it was just like I cannot get my hair did right. And I didn't want to have to drive to Milwaukee, which was like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive to get my hair done. I was spending too much money. So first of all, it was a financial investment that I was so over. So I decided to do it. I punked out a few times. This is like a month's process. It was kind of one of those things that when I wanted it cut, I needed to be able to sit down in somebody's chair immediately and get it cut, because if they said make an appointment for tomorrow or Tuesday, I was going to punk out. So that's kind of what happened for a few months, as I kept changing my mind. So finally the day came. Sure enough, I go to the barber shop where the brothers was at, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cut it. So on my laptop, I have pictures of Flawless's. I had pictures of her. I even had pictures of Erykah Badu back in the day when she rocked the look. I was ready. I was like, this is what I want. Because my fear, once I was ready to get it cut, was that they were going to give me the manly lining. You know what I mean? Like you got perfect lining here, faded up. And I was not going to have that. I wanted to have the short look, but I wanted it to be clean, but still a natural look. That's what I was looking for. So I brought the pictures, and there was 4 barbers. And I walk in, I got my longer hairstyle, curly going on, and I'm like, yep, I'm ready. Cut it all off. I'm showing them pictures. And they're kind of stunned, like, yeah, we don't know about this. And luckily, I'm on my, like, high of let's cut it. So they didn't bring me down. I stayed, my feet planted on the ground, like, this is what I want to do. Who's going to take my money? So one of the brothers is like, I got you. He's going to look great with this cut. I got you. We can do this. Get in my chair. So, and get in his chair, and I'm nervous, I'm like, okay, what's going to happen when he's done? So, so he finished the cut and turns me around, and there was no awkward moment. There was no moment of, I don't know. It was like the second I saw myself in the mirror, it was like, yeah, this is how it should be. This is how I see myself. And so that was a beautiful moment. And then after that, all the other barbers and the guys in the shop waiting to get their hair cut were like, that's you. Like, not a lot of people can pull that off, and you did it, blah, blah, blah. Just the compliments that help, because, like I said, every day I look in the mirror. Sometimes it's a little awkward. It's almost been a year already, but there's still certain things I do where I'm kind of not sure um, how to dress or how to keep my look, feminine. So I love the look. I don't regret it. I stand by it. I stand confidently in it. One thing I will say, it has changed my fashion a little bit. Certain things that I wore before the cut, no, not happening. I'm really into jackets, scarves, necklaces. The bigger the better, the merrier. Let's go. Um, that I'm trying to think. I'm not really a hat girl anymore. I know I could probably do some hats and things. I kind of just like to leave it as it is, so you can see it and focus on my face. So it was quite a journey for me. One thing that it did help me to embrace is, your beauty is in your spirit. It's in who you are, your personality, and do not be afraid to be who you are as an individual. Do not be afraid to be different. This was this was a long time coming for me to cut my hair. It was so well worth it. You will not see me growing my hair back out anytime soon. I can guarantee you that. So that's me. That's why my hair is short. For those of you who have questions, if you have further questions on the cut, on how my beauty routine, how I care for my hair, how I style around it, definitely let me know. Thanks for visiting the Born to Flaunt channel, and have a great day. Actually, it is the freaking weekend, so have a great weekend, ladies.
I'm a diva.